Do you ever notice the silence? There's a silence that lives inside of most of us men, not the peaceful kind, not the mindful, meditative Zen monk type of silence, guys. I'm talking about the kind of silence that creeps into your bones and wraps its fingers around your fucking throat when you're just trying to hold it all together. There's that dead, cold, heavy silence that sits between you and your wife when she tells you she feels alone, even though you're sitting right next to her. Or that silence that fills the room after you snap at your kid for just being a kid, and then you watch the light dim from their eyes just a little bit. There's that silence that screams at you in the mirror, telling you that no matter how hard you work or how big of a house you have or how much you provide, what kind of car you drive or what kind of boat's in the garage, it still doesn't matter. It's never enough. There's that silence. That's the language of unhealed trauma, men. It's the echo of a boy who was never taught how to process pain, never allowed how to feel without judgment, never shown how to express emotion without shame. And that silence grows louder every day you pretend it's not there. Listen, you were not born broken. You came into this world perfect. You were just born into a system that raised you to believe that emotions were liabilities. That being a man meant being a machine. That tears were for women, and feelings were weakness, and vulnerability was some hippie bullshit that you didn't have time for. So you learned to shut down, to perform, to build this facade, to wear a mask. And it worked. Until it didn't. Until one day you realized you don't know how to connect. You don't know how to sit with discomfort without trying to control or fix or escape. You don't know how to just feel something without judging yourself for it. And you wonder why your relationship feels like two roommates avoiding each other. And you wonder why you blow up over the dumbest shit. Or why you shut down. Why you need porn to feel pleasure and alcohol to feel numb. You wonder why you keep hitting the same walls over and over, whether it's in your business, in your parenting style, or in your own damn mind. It's not that you're lazy or weak or incapable. It's that you're wounded. You've got this fucking gash bleeding out. And it's somewhere deep. And those wounds, they didn't start with your wife, your partner, your job, or not even your choices. They started somewhere in your childhood. Whether it was from your father, your mother, your caregiver, the kids at school, teachers. Whether your parents were absent, abusive, just stoic and emotionally unavailable, you were modeled into this type of manhood that you have now. You were molded and shaped into what you are now. You learned to adapt. You learned to survive. But this survival version of you that is existing right now is fucking tired. He's exhausted. He's not built to lead a family, to hold space for a woman's emotions, to guide children with patience and presence. This survival version of you right now, he's built for war, for suppression, for shame. And so here you are now as a grown-ass man still operating from the emotional operating system of a wounded little boy. A boy who learned to equate love with performance. A boy who mistook control for safety. A boy who internalized the belief that he was never enough, and now he lives in constant fear that one day everyone else will realize that too. This is why your partner's emotions feel overwhelming. Listen, it's not her. And it's not that her emotional expression is too much for you. It's that it pulls on a thread in you that leads straight to the pain you've buried. So you shut down, or you explode, or you disappear into your phone, into your work, into your addictions. Not because you don't love her, not because you don't love your kids, but because their feelings highlight the fact that you've never learned. You've never learned how to deal with your own feelings. And healing doesn't start with fixing your relationship or quitting porn or hitting the gym. It starts with pausing, with learning to stop, learning to sit in that gap between what triggered you and the reaction that's about to happen. And then ask yourself, like, what am I actually feeling right now? Where do I feel this in my body? What's happening in my body? Where is this coming from? Who taught me how to respond like this? And is this reaction still serving me? Are these feelings in my body serving me? See, that pause, that's power. The ability to sit between stimulus and reaction, that's where you can change your entire life. By bringing awareness to it and identifying it and really doing something with the information that you learn in that pause. That pause is where you reclaim the part of you that was lost in the fire. That little fucking boy who needed comfort, but he got criticized instead. The boy who needed guidance, but got silence. And the boy who needed to cry, but was told to suck it up. Listen, you don't heal by denying him. You heal by turning toward him, by feeling what he felt, by grieving what he never got, and by deciding right now that you will no longer abandon him just to keep up this image of being fine. And after working with a whole bunch of guys, I've learned that this isn't easy. On paper, sure. But this type of work will wreck you. It will peel back every layer of armor that you've spent years building. Can't tell you the number of big, scary, intimidating, strong, masculine men that have broke down crying on video calls with me. And I've been there too. This type of work will make you question everything you thought made you a man. But on the other side of that work, you become unstoppable. Not because you're emotionless, but because you're emotionally fluent. Because you know your shadow and it no longer controls you. Because you can lead with truth, with love, with presence, with power, all without losing yourself. If there's something in your chest stirring right now, don't brush that off. That's your soul, man, tapping the glass, asking to be let out. So do me a favor, guys. Like this video, share it, subscribe. Let's get this out to more men. And please drop a comment down below. Share your truth. And if you're ready to stop surviving and to start leading, to break the chains, to face your past, and to build a legacy that your kids can stand on, there's a link in the description down below. You can schedule a free call with me. Let's destroy your limitations, men. Let's reclaim your strength. And let's go build a legacy. Okay? Let's do it together.